welcome to my YouTube channel. It starts with yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. My name is Jabuganda Lukele, and today we are so much blessed to be joined by Eunice Abigail Taher from Ivory Coast. So this is my lovely friend. So on our today's episode, we'll be having a brief question and answer section about Christian dating. Hopefully this is part 1. In future we're gonna be having part 2, part 3, and so on and so on. So guys, please join us as we unpack these questions we are having here. And Eunice also has her own question. So let's go. So question number 1 says, if you are a Christian, is there a legal age to date?
The question is mine.
Of course.
Okay. So according to me, I don't think there is a legal age to date, but mainly I think it depends on the maturity of the people that are dating. Mostly the maturity. But like, it should be a legal age. I mean, not the teenage, not the teens age, but mostly it depends on the maturity of the person who are dating. That is what I think maybe.
Okay. So Eunice, like if you were a parent and now your 16-year-old child tells you that she's dating, how do you feel? 16 years.
And she's asking?
Of course, 16 years old. Would you appreciate it since you say there's no legal age?
If I am the mother, I would like her to be open to me and talk to me, and then I will maybe ask her questions to see her level of maturity. Like if she can really handle it. Like I won't be on the defensive and at the same time attack her and say, no, you are too young to do this and that. No.
Sure.
But I wouldn't like her to hide it from me. And
you would like her to hide it from you?
No. I want to know so that I will be able to give her advices.
To govern the relationship?
Yes. And of course, if I know she's mature, okay. If she's not, not loud.
Okay. For me, I also think that there's no legal age for dating. It depends mainly on the purpose of dating. Like, actually, like, you should make sure that in your dating you don't sin. Like, because if you are 16 and your parents say you don't date before you finish high school or something, and maybe most of us finish high school at the age of 16, at the age of 18, and then you start dating at 16, definitely you are disobeying your parents, you are dishonoring your parents. So there I think in your dating you should have a purpose. That why are you dating? Like, are you dating to marry? Are you dating for fun? But if you're a Christian, the main goal should be marriage. So
is it because you are lonely, you want to date? Is it because you see your friends doing
dating and then you are feeling peer pressure? So
you have to know even why. So SK, this question is for you.
Okay.
Would you date someone in the same church with you? Same organization, same church, same building, same pastor?
Not
that
same.
you see every Sunday. Yes. Would you?
It's a no for me. I wouldn't date that person because it doesn't matter if the church is small or it's a huge church. That person by default is my brother. We listen to the same pastor. We are in the same building. We worship together. For me, if I go to church, I'm going there before God. My full focus should be on God. Definitely, if I'm seeing him there, my focus will now be on him. Like, who is he smiling with? Who is he shaking hands with? Are there any girls seated next to him? Like, I'll be insecure, definitely.
So that is what you think. But what happens when you get married and then you are in the same church? You see him every day. Because obviously if you marry your man in the church, you join him there. You will keep serving, but you will see him every day. It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing. Because when you are dating, we are still in the dating stage. Like, it's not accepted in the Christian space, like, to be seen publicly when you are dating. You have to hide most of the time. Like, it shouldn't be known in the church that this one and this one, they are dating, unless you guys are engaged. That's when we can know that, no, this relationship is legal. But if it's still in the dating, it's not allowed.
And it's a no for you.
The problem is that I will have to hide every time, and then you'll be scared, like, what if the pastor gets to know? What if Mrs. So-and-so knows about us?
If they know, they know.
And then, like, we'll be pressured to get engaged. That's the problem. But if the person's from another branch, another church, we're just free. We don't see each other. We can see each other in restaurants, wherever. But here in church, like all eyes will be on us. And what if maybe I wouldn't master hiding that we are dating?
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
Okay, makes sense. I don't know. For me, I would have said yes, but since she gave a lot of good points, maybe the same church but in another branch. Because me, I like the idea of knowing that we are growing up with the same Christian basis and like we are eating the same spiritual food. So if your pastor is saying that knowing that sex before marriage is a sin, he won't come with a strange message to you and be like, no, it is like this.
Yeah, he won't be able to deceive you because you receive the same message every Sunday. Okay.
So,
and then my question is like, what if you guys break up and you see him dating another lady in the church? Like, is it healthy? Is it building a healthy congregation, a healthy church?
So you mean because brother X was with sister Y yesterday and then they broke up and today or tomorrow he want to be with sister Z, he can't? What if sister Z is his partner for life? And we know that dating is just to know each other. It doesn't
it promote enmity?
No, that means that you have a problem. You are not ill.
What if we broke up bitterly?
Then you will have to heal. If you are not healed, you take your time.
Would I be motivated to go to church Sunday knowing that I'll see brother, my ex with the other sister?
So why will your ex get another sister so soon? That is another problem. That is in your relationship there.
So you mean I have to heal?
Yes, you have to heal. Both of you have to heal. And if it goes in another relationship just after you, it means that there was a problem since the beginning. But that has nothing to do with church. That was his problem. His red flag.
Okay, guys. That was it.
Yeah.
So the next question, the next question is that if a person came to you and said, God revealed to me in a dream or a vision that you are the one for me, would you say yes? Would you be shaken?
This one, it's not
Tricky
even
one.
God
Oh my God.
God didn't reveal to me.
Uh-huh.
It is you who saw it. It is you who heard it. And if the marriage or the relationship is supposed to engage both of us, why did God talk to one only? Why didn't God talk to me? Let me take a simple example. It happens in the Bible that when the angel came to Mary and told Mary that there is this baby in you and this and that.
God.
Mary said yes. She went to Joseph. Joseph didn't believe.
Yes.
What did God do? God
revealed himself in
Joseph also.
again.
So if God revealed to you, yes, I'm not doubting your spirituality. It is okay. But unless God revealed to me, it is a no for me. Yes. Most of the time you see those Christian brothers, the lack of confidence. When they see that you are too hard or they are so convinced that they won't have you, they put God on it. Like if she has that, it is God who says so, she will be obedient. It doesn't work like that. Take your confidence. If God told you, come to me and say, I like you. Maybe God told you, but you don't like me. Will we be in the marriage of God? Will we be God that I will be seeing every Sunday, every Monday? No. Maybe you don't even like me. But if you are lacking confidence or if you are not sure, don't say it is God. If God didn't tell me also, no. If God told me I'm not liking you also, no.
Yeah, that's it. So Christian sisters, don't be deceived by that pickup line that God revealed himself to me and said that you are the one. That is a white lie, a pure lie. There's nothing like that. And if I feel like there are many girls that have fallen for this trap, that found themselves dating the wrong person because they believe that God revealed himself to that person. My sister, you have to have a confirmation of your own as well. It doesn't mean that since God revealed to himself,
it is a must.
He must reveal himself to you also.
And someone said that God is a God of clarity. He doesn't believe that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You shouldn't have confusion.
Yes.
Both of you should have clarity. So yes.
So
that's it.
That's it.
Next question.
Yeah. The next question. Can a Christian?
Oh my
I'm
God!
not changing it. It's for you, madam. Can a Christian date a non-believer?
Oh my God!
This question came here and it is for you.
They can because they want, but they should face the music. They should face the consequences. You should know that if you go for a non-believer, you're going to cry every day. You're going to be an intercessor instead of being a worshiper.
Do you get that part?
So, like, there are many disadvantages of dating an unbeliever when you're a Christian than going for a guy you share the same values, same beliefs, same spirituality with. Well, for me, I think it's not advisable because even the Bible says that you shouldn't be yoked together with non-believers. What does righteousness has and wickedness have in common? So it means if you go for an unbeliever, you should be ready to be frustrated because the person's beliefs, the person's values are not the same as yours. The person will always want A and you will always want B, and those things can never be the same.
And also, you will be trying to change the person, even when you know that only God can change anyone. So either you wait for that person to receive God first, then you date him after. But if you decide to go for the relationship now that you know that he's still not a believer, be ready, like you will struggle. And don't try to stress him like to change. You carry your cross. You be an intercessor. It means every night you will be crying to God. But it is your choice.
Yeah.
So the Bible didn't say directly, don't. But if you decide to do, be ready.
Yeah, you should be ready. So you should know, sisters, that you cannot save him by dating him.
Yes.
And the devil has a tendency of making it like those guys who are worldly, they are a 10 out of 10. Like they love you to the core more than these church brothers. Like most of the time, our church brothers, most people say that they are boring. But those guys from outside,
True.
they are perfect in everything that they do except this spiritual thing.
Yeah, it is true. So church brothers, I am against you because I feel like you don't do any effort. How can you say that you love God that you don't see, but the sister that is near you can't even be romantic. Like we have to teach you everything. For us to be in the relationship with you, we have to teach you how to love. But when the worldly brothers they come, they know everything. They know everything. But for you, I think. I don't know, but you have
like
to
church brothers focus more on the spiritual aspect of
Yes.
life, and then they neglect this emotional part, communication, loving you, giving you quality time. All they can do is just in the relationship. All they talk about is verses.
Did you meditate today? Did you fast? And if they are doing an effort, it will mean that they will start to get you. They will try to be romantic at the beginning. But later on, when you get into the relationship, when you get into the marriage, you will see another face. It is like, it is fleshly things now. We have to be focused more on God, or it will be like, like they take the marriage or the relationship for granted and they stop the effort. So that is how we find ourselves.
And another thing you should know is that it's hard to grow spiritually if you are dating an unbeliever, because it's like they'll keep cutting down every branch that grows in you. They'll keep cutting it down.
Or maybe you will be trying to grow for both of you.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You'll be drained. You'll be drained.
So much weak. Like at some point of the time, maybe at the beginning it will be sweet, but after sometimes you will be drained. So it is not advisable.
It's not advisable.
But we'll come back on the church partners because for those ones we have to
Part 2, we'll talk about it.
We have to talk about it.
Yeah. So our next question says, does being a Christian mean that you will get a partner or a spouse that is a 10 out of 10 in everything? Perfection.
No.
Does being a Christian guarantee perfection
No.
on the person you're gonna date or marry? No.
Does me being a Christian or does the guy being a Christian?
Like me being a Christian.
Okay. I think it is a no because
Like
now,
I pray to God definitely for a good spouse, and now I find myself getting married or dating. Like, should I expect a 10 out of 10? Because I think that's the biggest mistake our sisters
Yes,
they
yes.
make.
I think it is a big mistake. Even if you get a godly man,
Yes. Even if you get a pastor.
you get someone that loves you for real, he won't be a 10 out of 10. But someone said that basically there should be things that are priority, like for you when you are looking for someone. Maybe you will get a 7, maybe you will get a 8, but you didn't get in the 2 that is left. It doesn't have to make you like leave the person totally and just go for someone that has only those 2. Yes.
Imagine.
Yes. Someone say that when you are looking for a 10 out of 10 and then you get someone that is having 8 only, you take those 8, but when you realize that you don't have those 2 that are remaining, you will feel like, oh, there is a huge emptiness that is still remaining. And if you do the mistake to leave those 8 to go and look for someone that only has 2, like it will be a big mistake. So you shouldn't be expecting too much. Me, I think we are not dating Jesus. Only Jesus is perfect. So
only
take
Him
your
is perfect.
8, work on that person. But for me, I think if the person is teachable, like the person is willing to grow, like when you date someone, it doesn't mean that because I love you like you are, it means that you have to remain as you are. No, it doesn't mean that. I'm accepting you, but still I'm expecting you to grow. But if you don't want to grow, you are not teachable. You are just like, oh, this is how I am. This is how. Yes. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm taking my 6, my 7, my 8, but it doesn't mean that I'm not expecting you to improve. Yes.
So like when you are dating or you are praying to date someone, for God to give you someone to date or someone to marry, I'm sure like you do have like your list, your prayer list, or your checklist where you've written all your things, like this is what I want the person to look like, the qualities of the person. So let us say like you have 8 or 7, 6 of those qualities ticked on the box. Like it's safe to go for that person, other than if the person is if it's below 5. And 6, I think like it's a danger zone. 6 is a danger zone. But you can work it, does it? But you should know in your mind that you can never get something like a 10 out of 10.
Even if you get it, you have to be suspicious. Like there is a trick somewhere.
No, there's nothing like a 10 out of 10.
It is too perfect to be okay. There is something. Maybe he will come and he will tell you that, oh me, I take drugs when I'm not okay. But he is a 10 out of 10. Maybe you will be like there is something. When it is too perfect,
I think there is this thing like when you are praying for God to give you like a partner. You know, even the devil brings his own. Like God will bring like his own person, and the devil will bring his own. How will you differentiate that this one is from God and the other one is from the devil? I think if the person is a 10 out of 10, then you should be suspicious. You should be careful because there's nothing like that. And it will be 10 out of 10 for a temporal time.
Yes. Point. Only for sometimes. So the last question.
The final question.
Yeah, for this part 2. What are the basic things we should be looking for in a partner as a Christian? Yeah, the basic. Like we were just talking about being 10 out of 10. If it's not a 10 out of 10, at least what are the basic things that you should have?
The primary things.
Yes.
So I'm underlining the word as a Christian.
Okay.
The biggest thing for me, like the major aspect, like the Bible says that in the beginning God, it means that we should put God first in everything that we do. So for me, I'll go for a God-fearing guy, a guy who loves God more than he loves me, because in that way, I know that it is God that is going to teach the guy how to love me correctly. So when it comes to making decisions, like spiritual decisions together, it won't be a problem. Like decisions like praying together when there's an attack, like fasting together, tithing. Like if the guy is not fearing, he wouldn't understand why you are giving so much money to the church. Let me say like you are getting paid maybe 20,000. He wouldn't understand why you are giving 2,000 to God. He'll feel like you are wasting the money, don't know what to do with the money. So in that way, it is going to drain you if the guy is not God-fearing.
So For me, I think also that the first thing should be that he should be God-fearing.
Yes.
And then if he is God-fearing now, for me the basic things should be that you really love the guy. When I mean you love the guy, not the brother love only. Like you are attracted by the guy. You are able to
Romantic
love him. Yeah, the romantic love. Because it is someone that you are going to see for the rest of your life. Not only because your pastor will come to you maybe and tell you, see this brother in the church, he is a good guy, he loves the Lord a lot. Yeah, that is the good fearing part, the God fearing part. But if you don't feel like you love the person, don't just go with him because he's a good person. No, the love should be there. So for me, yes, he's a God fearing person. Then the second thing that should be that I really love the guy, like I really love the person. For you?
Okay, wait. Like, so if you are saying like you should love the guy, what about that thing like in churches? Most of them they'll tell you that you shouldn't go for a guy you love, but you should go for a guy who loves you more than you love him. Like, can you really go for a person who loves you and you don't love him?
Okay, I know people used to say that, but what if that person who loves me, I don't love that person too? Because I don't believe in that things of love will grow or love will come
What if it
later.
doesn't grow
Yeah.
in the 10 years, in a space of 10
Yeah,
years?
it means that there were no seed before, meaning that you were never really loving that person. So if there was no seed before, what will grow? Nothing. So yes, it should be someone who loves me, but I should also love that person. Even at least I should also love that person. There should be some percentage of love at least.
So it means like it's hard like to be in a relationship or be married to a person you don't love completely.
Yeah.
We know that the Bible says that like husbands should love their wives as Christ loved the church, and wives should respect. It doesn't mean that the only thing I'm in that relationship for is just to respect. Also me, I should have feelings for the person. I should love the person.
And I think people say that mostly because at some point of your life, maybe you are not married and you will start fearing that you will stay single for life and you will be looking for someone that is good. Like you will be like, this one is a good person. This one is okay. He's okay. I can go for it, even though you know that you don't love him. I don't think it will work. So don't be stressed. Don't overthink. Even when people will come to you and say that this person is a good person, if you don't feel anything that is,
you shouldn't be pressured.
Yeah, don't
forget about peer pressure.
Yeah, just go when you are sure that you love the person also.
Okay, another basic thing for me, I think the person should be open for counseling. Like in case of an argument, or we need a third opinion or a third party to solve a certain problem. Like the person should be open, should accept or allow us to be sitting down and discuss the certain problem we are having, because it's gonna be a problem if the person doesn't want us to involve someone. He always believes that he is right, his word is final. So I feel like the marriage or the relationship is going to be a prison. We are not going to be free.
To add on what she was saying, I think I would say like the person should be teachable.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, it should be teachable. It means that it should be open to learn
from others.
Yeah, even from your wife. She's smaller than you basically because you are the leader. But you should be open to learn from her. You should be also open to learn from others. That is also going in the sense of counseling. But like as I was saying before, getting you now doesn't mean that I don't want you to improve in your life. People keep changing every day. Imagine that you met someone at the university, and that person you met there, you want your wife to remain that person every day, like forever. She will change. If you are not willing to change, you will not go with her, and then later it will bring problems. So the person should be open and willing to grow. Like it should be teachable. It means it can come from people that are near you or from people that are far from you, but you should be open to learn.
I believe that the person should be teachable in a way that like he has or she has someone she fears, like someone they fear. You know that if we encounter a problem, I have this person to report him to this one.
I think it comes in the process of mentorship.
True.
Like
That's
someone to whom you submit yourself.
Yes.
If you don't have
If it
that-
doesn't have that person,
Yeah, it means that for you are the king and that's it. When life is not
even
like
a king
that-
has counselors.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if the person is not teachable, it is a red flag.
Yeah, sure. Okay, guys, that was all for today. We have reached the end of our session. I hope you guys were blessed by our questions and the way we answered them. Stay tuned for part 2. We are hoping to meet again and discuss more.
And don't forget to subscribe, to comment, and like the video.
And share. See you on the next episode. Bye.